or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently. We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man will go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queens.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
All right. Hello, Grand Rising, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time Queen Goddess goes live. All right. Hey, Bronze Black Power God. All right. No more drama is in the house. Pearly is here. Male. All right. 504 NOLA. Jeff ATL. Okay. So let's get into it. Today, we're going to be talking about Cardi B's trial. I watched some of it last night. I found it very interesting. And also, Cardi B has gone viral for some comments that she made on the stand, which we're going to get into. Hello, Vince. I am from the UK. All right. So, hey, Brizzy Creations. Shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone tuned into the Queen. And a big shout out to my moderators, because y'all know they be putting in work. Hey, my two loves. Talk to me. I talk back. All right, Nubian Cutie is in the house. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Without further ado, let's first have a brief word from my sponsor at 12 Tribes.
Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Okay, so don't forget to purchase 12 Tribes hair oil at Etsy.com. You can also find it at Walmart.com. Okay, on Etsy, just look for Lisa Crafts. And also, she has a beard oil for men. Okay, so let's talk about it. Because what is Cardi B on trial for? Rapper goes viral for testimony. Cardi B is going viral for her testimony amid a trial over the rapper's alleged violence toward a security guard. Now, the Bodak Yellow singer is accused of by security guard Imani Ellis of assaulting her in the hallway of her Beverly Hills obstetrician's office in 2018. Now, Cardi says the woman just wants money. She denies all of the accusations, says she didn't touch that woman, didn't put a finger on her, and she didn't spit on her either, because that's another thing the woman accused her of. So anyway, Cardi has admitted that the pair got into an argument and were chest to chest in the hallway, but denied that she assaulted Ellis, fighting back against the security guard's claim for $24 million in damages. Honey, this is all about money. Okay, first of all, if Cardi did what she claims that Cardi did, why does she think that she deserves $24 million for it? Okay, these people are something else. And by these people, I mean these scammers out here trying to grift off of other people's hard work by telling lies. Because I don't believe a thing that this young woman said just from listening to her testimony. But anyway, we're going to listen to some of it today. So anyway, in a now viral clip on TikTok, the rapper who took the stand earlier this week can be seen recounting the incident, describing her expletive-laced confrontation with Ellis after she suspected the security guard had been recording her. Cardi, known for her comedic timing and brash persona, brought that energy to the stand, often making faces during cross-examination as she was was pressed on questions by her lawyer, and told the court she had already answered. Okay, Cardi B was sitting up there rolling her eyes, looking annoyed, everything, okay? Not really annoyed, but like she just didn't give a darn, like she was so unbothered. Okay, asked whether she was disabled at the time of the altercation, in which she is accused of using her nail extensions to scratch Ellis's face, Cardi responded, "At that moment when you're pregnant, yeah, I'm very disabled." You want me to tell you the things I can't do? As she said, I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size. Now, at the time of the incident, Cardi would have been pregnant with her and rapper Offset's child, Culture. Okay, the pair share 3 children, Culture age 7, Wave age 3, and Blossom nearly 1. The couple has since called it quits. Cardi's trial is expected to continue in Los Angeles as other witnesses take the stand. All right. Troy said cardiology is is sassy sometimes. I give her the side eye. Vince I am said buy all wigs. Y'all are terrible. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna go to Cardi B's testimony. Okay, when they're asking her about the confrontation that occurred just after she stepped off of the elevator. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
You want me to say it to
I
her
want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for
The
herself.
exception is sustained.
And, Your Honor, do we have civility in the
Yeah,
courthouse?
why don't we just take the temperature down a little bit? If you have factual questions to ask her, please do so. It's not the time to argue with her.
What were the words that you used when you got off the elevator to this security guard who's no longer security guard at this time?
Objection to argumentative and also covered yesterday.
It's been covered several times, so it's asked and answered. It's the objection sustained.
What did you tell Imani Ellis yesterday?
Something you didn't want.
What were you holding in your hand at the time when you got off the elevator?
Objection, excuse me, argument.
Overall.
Nothing, correct? You weren't holding anything, were you?
No.
You had both of your hands free to do whatever you wanted to do, correct? Yes or no?
Objection, relevance.
Overall.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct? So
But
you're
I
not
didn't.
disabled.
But I
right?
didn't because I had a baby inside me.
How did she know?
Time out. Let's slow down the pace just a little bit before the opportunity to give objections and for the court reporter.
Hold on, I think I skipped something. Hold on, let me go back just a little bit, guys.
Like, police officers where they have a camera on their on the front of them? Have you ever seen that, where a police officer will have that?
I never seen that, but
So when we were discussing yesterday at the end, we were talking about the issue where you testified that Miss Ellis was recording you with her cell phone. You remember that?
yes.
Okay. Do you know what type of cell phone she was using at the time?
I'm not quite sure. I just remember it was square.
What color was the cell phone?
It had a case. It definitely had a case.
Okay.
But
When-
I'm not sure.
Do you know if the type of phone that she was using when she was recording you, would a light go on, or would some kind of noise?
It didn't have a light. It didn't have a light.
So if the cell phone was facing Miss Ellis, I'm assuming it was. Well, let me ask you that. Was the cell phone that you're talking about, was it facing you or was it facing Miss Ellis?
The camera was facing me. When I got off the elevator, her phone was here. Then when I was walking and she was behind me, and then she said, "Oh my God, y'all, Cardi B, Cardi B." I looked back and the camera was like right there, like practically on her chest type stuff. I'm like, "Yo, why are you recording me?"
Okay. And you've seen, like, police officers where they have a camera on the front of them. Have you ever seen that, where a police officer will have that?
I never seen that, but that was her phone, not a camera.
I understand.
Okay, he sounds like he's trying to press Cardi right now. Measurement said, running through real quick, the wide hip dude that was debating Amanda Seals talking about black people, now on X crying because he was fired. Now he got to give, send, go. He was a school teacher. Oh, well, too bad and so sad. Tell him don't cry now. Tell him keep that same energy when he was talking all that slick talk, okay? Now he's fired and he wants to cry. Oh, what are we supposed to do? Donate to his gifts and go? I don't think so. We got Nathan, sir. That's what he gets, measured man. I'm sure you loved it because I know I do. Okay, I know I do. And that's exactly what he gets. I mean, did he think he wasn't going to have some sort of repercussions? Thank you for that information, beloved, and your contributions to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings. I like to hear it. That's what he gets. Next time, maybe he'll stay out of African-American FBA business.
But I'm saying, have you ever seen a security officer, a police officer have a special camera on their chest which records what occurs in front of them?
Relatives here.
I'm not saying she was recording you. I am asking you this question. If she was recording you, why does it matter?
Because she's a security guard and I'm going to a doctor's office. It definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
I
she wanted
wasn't
to
causing a
record you.
disturbance.
Time out. Let's not talk over each other, number one. Wait for him to finish
Sorry.
asking the question.
Let me tell you all something. This guy that's asking the questions, this attorney, he is being very passive aggressive. And what he's doing in a roundabout way is he's trying to trigger her. I wonder if you all can tell that he's trying to trigger her, but at the same time talking nice and calm, like he's just being so thoughtful. Like, dude, sit down somewhere. Go run that lame game elsewhere, okay? Because she's not falling for it. Do y'all hear how he's talking? And then when she tries to respond, because he's clearly sitting up here lying as far as she's concerned, then he's like, oh, let's not talk over each other. You were causing a disturbance. Maybe she was trying to record you. Get the F out of here. Okay, let's continue.
Before you answer.
Do you own the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
No, I was walking to a doctor's office.
Do you agree that you were a guest in that building? You were
Yes.
a visitor, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. When a security officer tells you to leave, are you supposed to leave?
Objection.
Yes or no?
Sustained if that's an answer. We covered this yesterday.
You were causing a disturbance in the building.
She started the disturbance.
Did you also?
Ma'am, if you hear an objection, please wait.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not doing it. That should
What's wrong?
Do you remember yesterday you said that there was a verbal altercation between the two of you? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And an altercation is a fight, isn't it? It's a verbal fight. You had a verbal fight with her.
Asked and answered?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Sustained.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to
Why?
her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to
I
your
want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for
The
herself.
objection is sustained.
And, Your Honor, do we have civility in the
Yeah,
courthouse?
why don't we just take the temperature down a little bit? If you have factual questions to ask her, please do so. It's not the time to argue with her.
What were the words that you used when you got off the elevator to this security guard who's no longer a security guard at this time?
Objection to argumentative and also covered yesterday.
It's been covered several times, so it's asked and answered. It's objection sustained.
What did you tell?
DJ Big Six said Cardi B should be schooled in this situation. Correct. Talk one person at a time. Take a second to answer the question to make sure her lawyer doesn't object. DJ Big Six, I'm sure she was schooled in that, as are people very often when they testify, whether for themselves or for someone else or against someone else. But beloved, I'm quite sure that as is a natural occurrence, sometimes people forget. Okay? Sometimes people forget. You're sitting up there trying to answer the questions in the best manner that you know how. I'm sure you can't remember every little detail that your attorney or whomever prepped you on told you to do, beloved. Okay? But I think she did pretty good, considering the fact that he was trying to provoke her to anger.
Ahmadiyyah Ellis, yes.
You need one.
What were you holding in your hand at the time when you got off the elevator?
Objection. Oh, excuse me, argument.
Overruled.
Nothing, correct? You weren't holding anything, were you?
No.
You had both of your hands free to do whatever you wanted to do, correct? Yes or no?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
I would have said no. I would have said no, because that's a dumb ass question. You had both of your hands free to do whatever you wanted to do. I would have said no. No, I didn't. My hands were free, but they weren't free for me to do whatever the hell I wanted to do. I wanted to pick up $2 million, one in each hand. I couldn't do it. So there's your answer. Okay, he wants to be smart. I'd have been a smart ass too. But let's continue.
And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct? So
But
you're
I
not
didn't.
disabled.
But I
right?
didn't, because I had a baby inside me.
How did she
Time
know?
out, time out. Let's slow down the pace just a little bit before the opportunity to give objections and for the court reporter. What was the objection?
Argumentative, relevance.
Overruled.
DJ Big Six talking about composed, if you will. DJ Big Six, I'm going to kick you out of this chat.
And again, I would ask that counsel lower this voice. This isn't.
So, Your Honor, I was told yesterday that my voice was too low by others, so that's why it's a little bit higher today, so that everybody can hear what I can say, as well as the witness.
I think there's a difference between.
Do you all hear how messy he is? This attorney is so petty. Did you all hear that? Did you all hear that? DJ Big Six said also for the court report to record. Exactly. He's sitting there talking about yesterday I was told that my voice was too low. So that's why you're talking loud today. This man is petty boots. I just hope y'all are paying
On
attention.
the tone, I think the volume is fine, the tone is a little bit argumentative.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I apologize for that. I will try to do my best to tone it down. So again, I will ask you to tell us and admit to this fact that you are not disabled, correct?
I'm not what?
Are you disabled?
At that moment, no.
No. Are you disabled?
Overruled.
Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you
Okay.
things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
No problem, no problem. Let me ask you this. How many
Counsel, if you
months
ask a
pregnant
question,
were
you
you?
need to wait for the answer.
Okay. Yes.
You done, man?
The judge had to tell the idiot lawyer to wait for the answer. Do y'all hear him? Sheila said, yes, that attorney is corny. It's very obvious what this idiot's trying to do. He is corny. Okay, so stupid. And then he's just trying to provoke her to anger. It's very obvious. And then sitting there asking her questions and on to the next before she can even answer. I absolutely cannot, honey. But let me continue.
How many months pregnant were you?
I was around 13 to 12 weeks.
Months? 4 months? 3 months? 3 to 4 months. Fair enough? Did you have a bulging belly?
No, I didn't.
Did Miss Imani Ellis know that you were pregnant?
Objection, cultural speculation.
Do you know if Imani Ellis knew that you were pregnant when you walked out of that elevator?
No, I didn't know. But she knows that I'm a patient. When you're a patient to go see a medical anything, you shouldn't even try to fight nobody. You don't know what disability they have.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. When you say you were disabled, were you disabled in your upper extremity, your arms? Were your arms disabled? The reason I'm asking is I want to make it very clear for everybody that your arms can go up and down, and they could go up and down now, and they could go up and down on that day as well. You agree?
Now he's being extra petty. Do y'all hear this? If I was her, I'd have told him my arms were immobile because I had Charlie horses in both of them. He is so stupid.
This
Objection, argumentative, asked and answered in a different way. And I guess that's fine.
I'll let you can answer this once. Please don't ask it again.
If my arms were disabled? No, my arms weren't disabled. No.
Can you raise your arms up?
Pink Flower, her arms being mobile or not has nothing to do with her personality. Okay, he's trying to provoke her to anger. I know what he's doing. Yeah, she does have a problem with her temper. So that's obviously what he's doing. I already said that. He's definitely trying to provoke her, but being petty at the same time. And that's just not going to cut it for me.
Objection, Your Honor.
Can you? You don't have to do it physically. I'm saying, are you able to do it?
Yes.
And on that day, you were able to do it as well, correct?
If I wanted to, yes.
Okay. That's all I'm asking. Aside from your disability of being 3 to 4 months pregnant, did you have any other disabilities?
No.
Do you have a disabled placard? Are you legally disabled in any way?
Your Honor.
Why don't you want, Hudson?
And the hoodie that you had on, what color was it? Was it black, white, yellow, purple, pink?
I really don't remember.
And was the hoodie over your head or
Yes.
no? You wore it for what reason over your head? To protect your identity?
It could be I don't really want people to recognize me. My hair not done. My makeup not done. I probably just woke up. A lot of reasons.
And when you went there in the afternoon at 1:30 p.m., had you just woken up at that moment? Well, shortly before 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday?
Objection, relevance.
Assistant.
When you went to the building at 1:30 p.m., were you fasting or you had eaten something before you went to see the doctor?
Assistant.
Now, when you saw Miss Imani Ellis and you got out of the elevator, I'm not asking who did what. I'm asking, was there any contact between you and her of any kind? What that means is fingers to fingers, shoes to shoes, knees to knees. Any contact between you and Imani Ellis of any kind. Was there?
DJ Big Six said, objection, relevance. DJ Big Six, I promise I am going to put you out of here. To my head, shoulders, knees, toes. Oh my goodness. Let's continue. You are something
Yes, ma'am.
else.
No,
So she didn't touch you, correct?
no.
So if somebody comes here and testifies that she did do something to you physically, you disagree with that testimony, or you will, correct?
She didn't touch me.
Okay.
She didn't get to touch me. No. She was going to touch me, but she didn't get to touch
When you
me.
say she was going to touch you, how do you know?
Hold on. Songwriter Sonny said Cardi is frustrated because she has to return that wig back to Jasmine Crockett before it's reported missing. Not to Jasmine Crockett. No, that does look like one of those wigs that Jasmine wears too. Y'all are low down.
You
Because
assume?
we were chest to chest at one point.
So then your chest did touch, right?
I'll say that, but you did say when I got off the elevator,
Okay.
we
Let's-
we walked a little bit. That's when we got chest to chest. When we got off the elevator, we didn't do no contact.
I understand. So here's how we're going to do this. The date of the incident is February 24th of 2018. You agree?
Yes.
Now I'm going to talk to you about the whole day, not just the minute you got off the elevator. When I say the whole day, from the moment you got off the elevator, you saw Ahmadiyyah, you had your fight with her, whether it was verbal or not. At some point, she went away and you went away.
Mm-hmm.
So during that segment of time of your life, which was how many minutes in your opinion? 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute?
It was probably like a minute 45. It was so quick. It was really quick.
Perfect. So from during the 1 minute and 45 seconds,
No.
Mr. Price.
I didn't say 1 minute.
You know,
He says
we
she's
haven't
trying to
had a question yet.
outsmart the lawyer.
Please phrase one that's intelligible.
during
Okay,
the
I'm
few
gonna
minutes,
pass
or
the
1
floor.
minute.
Because he's taking forever to ask these questions.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today I have this baseball jersey.
All right, and have you ever used your nails to scratch yourself? Like if you get a bug bite, have you ever done that before?
Objection, Your Honor, relevant.
Sustained.
Did you have any jewelry on you at the time of the incident, whether it was on your hands or your neck?
Objection, ask the answer. Relevant.
Sustained.
Probably about to fall asleep.
When you were in the hallway, did you block Miss Ellis from leaving? Even if it was for 1 second.
No.
Did she block you from leaving?
Yes. She blocked me from moving. She was right in my face. She was right in my face.
Okay, and when you were standing there, were you pointing, I'm sorry, were you facing Dr. Finke's office or a different side? Do you understand the question?
Objection, negative, ambiguous.
I withdraw the question. When this
DJ Big Six said objection, leading the witness.
whole thing happened, did you start to move around in a circle, or were you standing physically the same spot the whole time?
Objection, ask the answer, and I think you covered it.
Sustained.
When you say that she was blocking you, were you facing towards Dr. Finke's office? Yes?
Objection, ask the answer.
Sustained.
Okay, I'm going on to the next person. So there you all have it. That was basically Cardi B's attitude on the stand. She seems unbothered. Miss Sheila said she's very disrespectful. I thought the lawyer was disrespectful to her. Okay, I probably would have had a similar look on my face. That's all I'm saying. But now, with that all being said, we're going to go to the lady who's accusing her when she's being cross-examined by Cardi's attorney. Because she just didn't sound She didn't sound honest to me. I really don't think Cardi B hit her. Just from the little bit I've heard thus far, I really think she's lying. And I know Cardi has a bad temper, so I was expecting that Cardi probably did something to her. But just from listening to both of them, I think the girl's lying. Okay, Nandy says she yawned in open court. Wow, I know humans can't help it when they need to, but hope the judge doesn't see it, doesn't see such a contempt. Beloved, that lawyer was putting her to sleep. Did you hear how slowly he was talking? And just in a monotone voice. That's enough to put anybody to sleep. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is the person that's the accuser. Okay, we're going to listen to some of her testimony. Just sounds like a liar who lies to me. That's my opinion. You all let me know what you think.
Good afternoon, Ms. Ellis. Your lawyer showed you photos of the building that you were working on at as a security guard in February 2018. Do you know the name of the building?
I don't know the name.
Was it Beverly Hills Medical Center?
It could have been, yes.
Yeah, it was a medical facility, right?
Yes.
And the incident that you claim happened that day happened at approximately 1:30 p.m.?
Approximately, yes.
And you knew at the time, when you saw Cardi B, that she was going to a medical appointment, correct?
I didn't know where she was going, but she was at the building.
And you understood that she was going to.
Let me tell y'all something, how y'all know that lady's all cap. The lady is suing for $24 million. That's how you know she's lying, okay? I'm sorry. If somebody says a person scratched them in their face or their nose, they don't have any missing skin, any permanent scars or damages done, and they're asking for $24 million, trust me, they're lying. All right, let's continue.
To a medical appointment, right?
We go to an appointment, yes.
And it was a medical building, right?
Yes.
Your deposition was taken and you said that you testified under oath in your deposition. Let me ask, do you remember your deposition was taken in this action?
Yes.
You remember taking an oath at the deposition to tell the truth?
Yes.
And that under the same penalties of perjury that apply in this courtroom, for example, correct?
Yes.
And you testified that you understood when you saw Cardi B that she was going to a medical appointment, right?
Yes.
Now, after this incident, you talked to your supervisor at Allied, right?
Yes.
And she told you to submit a incident report, correct?
Yes.
And you emailed an incident report to your supervisor 2 days later, right?
I don't know about 2 days, but I sent it to her, yes.
Yes.
Powerful praise song says, just go to the doctor's office and ignore the lady. Okay, well, that's easier said than done, beloved. You may be the type of person that if you're on an elevator and you step off and somebody's recording you, or you even think they are and they're behind or in front of you, you may not say anything and just ignore them. Me, I'm going to say something. I'm confrontational. I'm going to say, excuse me, why are you recording me? What's your problem? Okay, so everybody doesn't react the same. And how people do things, especially things that are, not ethical, because she was at work. She had no business recording Cardi B, period. Okay, she was on duty as a security officer. So with that all being said, I would have been pissed off too, especially if I'm a whole celebrity and I'm at a doctor's office. Now you putting everybody all up in my business because you're recording me, and nobody needs to know that I'm here, or they specifically don't need to know what doctor's office I'm attending. So I would be very upset, as would anyone with sense. You don't just ignore that. People putting somebody all up in your business, like she could have been on live for all Cardi B knew. Now, I know some of y'all don't like Cardi B. I'm not a Cardi B fan either, but I am a fan of the truth. And what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I think that the young lady was dead ass wrong. Okay? She was dead wrong, period. And quite frankly, from what she alleges that Cardi B did to her, she got off easy. Because I promise you, I wouldn't have been so nice. especially if she was all up in my face with her chest up against mine. Yeah, I could see a two-piece coming real quick for free. Let's continue.
And it was by email.
I'm not sure how she received it.
Your Honor, if we may, I'd like to show the witness the incident report that she did not produce in discovery.
I want to refresh your recollection.
I would object to that based on authenticity. It's not her document.
I think it is refresh your recollection. So over.
This is a document that we got from Allied pursuant to a trial subpoena. And it's not in the book. So let me provide a copy. Should I hand it to the clerk?
You can push.
I'm sorry? Oh, thank you, Ron. Let's make sure. There you go. Does that refresh your memory that you sent an email to your supervisor on February 26, 2018?
Okay,
Do you recall that now?
I don't, but I'm looking at what you gave me.
And that's your email address, right?
Yes.
And it's
Now, right here, apparently, in my opinion, she has forgotten what lies she apparently told. Because prior to coming here to court that day, she had written an email 2 days after the incident occurred, the alleged incident. She'd written a letter to her supervisor telling her supervisor what occurred. Okay, so let's listen, because this woman's lying.
addressed to your supervisor, Jassa,
Yes.
and it's dated February 24, 2018. Oh, I apologize, it's dated February 26, 2018, and the subject is 224-18.
I know this is hard to hear, but it's important. The shooter who murdered my beautiful butterfly Dylan carried a high
Incident report. You see that?
Powerful praise song says the consequences for you and her are different. Beloved, I know that. Could you all please stop stating the obvious? We know the consequences are different. My point in explaining that to you is that different people react differently. Because you said, beloved, just go in the doctor's office to your appointment and ignore the security guard. And I said that maybe someone like you would just ignore it, but someone like me would not. Okay, no matter the consequences. That's my point. So while you're saying that Cardi B should have ignored the person, well, that's what you would do. And just because that's what you would do or you think is the logical thing to do doesn't mean that somebody else would. That was my whole point. All I'm saying is people react differently, and you don't get to do something to a person and then dictate and determine how they respond to it. Now, it could be your lucky day, and you could run across somebody who's nice and sweet, like you apparently, who'll just ignore your shenanigans. But you might run across the wrong one on the wrong day, like me. And I won't ignore your shenanigans. That's all I was saying, beloved. Okay? Consequences be damned when you're in the heat of the moment. That's all I'm saying. If somebody's up in my face, chest to chest, I'm going to do something to put some space between us. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But let's continue.
I see, yes.
Yes. Now, before we talk more about that incident report, do you remember receiving in this case discovery requests that you had to verify under oath, where people asked you questions and about documents?
I'm not sure.
Let's see if we can refresh your recollection. With see this? Line client's response?
Yeah, obviously. Which one is it?
If I may, Your Honor, to explain to counsel that it's plaintiff's response and objection to defendant Cardi B's demand for production of documents, set 2. And, yeah, Coach?
Sure.
Thank you. Look to the last 2 pages. Is that a verification by you, signed by you, under oath, that the statements in the response are true and correct?
See, now here's where her own words come back to haunt her. Powerful praise song says she was pregnant, safety of the baby over emotions. Exactly. And that's why I think the girl is lying. Because Cardi B said that she didn't do anything because she's pregnant, because she had a baby in her stomach. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. And I definitely think that she didn't put hands on her because she was pregnant. Now, had she not been pregnant, she might have thrown her a 2-piece real quick.
I'm sorry, were you asking me?
Is that your signature on the last page here?
Yes.
And you verified that, you signed stating that under penalty of perjury, the statements in the document are true, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, please look at it. If you could please look at pages 5 and 6. The plaintiff has no emails related to this lawsuit.
Are you asking me about this email on the paper?
I'm asking you about the response. You made a discovery in this case stating that under oath you have no emails that relate to this incident. Is that
Well, that's
correct?
correct. I don't have access to this email anymore.
Okay. So you're, well, okay. Let's go back. Actually, we have one other response, another sworn response. Your Honor, I would like to show the witness plaintiff's responses to defendant Cardi B's special interrogatories, which rather than asking for documents, ask for information. May I approach?
Go ahead. Where's the date of the document?
It was served on January 3rd, 2020.
Now, do you all see the size of this woman? Excuse me, do you all see the size of this woman? Cardi B said that she was pregnant and this woman is like twice the size of her. And so she wouldn't have put hands on her. I believe that. Look at the size of her in comparison to Cardi B. And Cardi B was pregnant. I don't think Cardi B put hands on this woman at all. I think this woman is lying. She's already getting caught in her lies. I believe that she made the whole thing up. Not the whole thing. I believe there was a confrontation. I believe there was a verbal exchange in the heat of the moment, but I don't think that Cardi B put hands on her. I think that Cardi B may have pointed her finger in her face even. I could see her doing that, but I don't think that and she darn sure didn't do anything worth no $24 million. She didn't do anything, according to the woman's own words, worth $24,000, let alone $24 million. Okay, please pay attention. Jeff says, me as a security guard at a doctor's office with my phone in hand trying to record. Ain't that Queen Ahmadiyyah from YouTube? Jeff, I wouldn't put it past you, beloved. Sit down somewhere. Cookie said Cardi B is a nasty person. She might be. I don't doubt that she is. Okay, Sunshine says she's a bold-faced liar. She just wants some money. She want to be a millionaire. Yeah, that lady is lying. Like I said, anybody asking for $24 million over a damn scratch that they claim they had, but there's no pictures of the scratch. Now, if you got into an altercation with a celebrity and you know you're going to sue them and you have any scars, any proof of a scar, the first thing you should have sense enough to do is take pictures. Okay, let's see if she pulls out any, because I don't think she does. And I don't believe a word that she's saying, like I said, honey. 24 million where? Okay.
4. And the verification is dated January 30, 2024. Yeah? Well. And that's your signature at the last page, verified under oath that the statements in the document are true and correct?
It's my signature, yes.
Okay, and you understood that you were verifying under oath that the statements in that document were correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in that document as well, you said you had no emails related to this incident, this lawsuit, right?
I'm not sure if I said that in this document, but
Could you please look at pages 4 to 5? In fact, you say it
Now
5
she
times.
doesn't remember.
If memory serves, it's in bold.
She can't remember her lines. Or maybe she was telling the truth then and lying now. Who knows? Either way, it ain't adding up.
And you never produced the email that you sent to your supervisor on February 26th in 2018 in this lawsuit, did you?
I don't have access to that email, sir.
My question to you is, did you ever produce that email?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
Did you ask, you had discovery obligations, Miss, did you ask Allied for a copy of the email that you are now testifying you couldn't access?
I wasn't in communication with Allied.
Okay, so let's talk about what you said on the email to your supervisor 2 days after the incident. If you look at page 1, states that you were the daytime guard on duty at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. You were on patrol, and I had, quote unquote, I had 2 cell phones, the work phone and also my personal phone. I had my cell phone to my ear. Do you see that language?
Okay.
Let me tell you how you know she's going to lose this case. She's going to lose, she's going to lose this case because, first of all, she was dead wrong no matter how you slice it. You know why she was dead wrong? Because when her and Cardi B were on the elevator together, when they exited the elevator, she should have gone in the opposite direction. Why are you all up in this woman's face when she's a client here? She's a patient here, and you are at work. What you don't get to do is follow somebody talking slick. Okay, that's what you don't get to do. She was at work, so she was already out of order in the first place. My next question is, how come they don't have footage of this? There's no cameras in that building. It's a medical building. Numerous offices there. There should have been some footage somewhere. But that's how you know that she was likely the aggressor, because why the hell are you following her? Okay? Some of these things are easy to figure out. There was a fight one time, and there was a discrepancy about who started it. One person was at the top of the stairs. The other person was at the foot of the landing. When the fight started, they were both on the landing. So one of the bosses there was like, well, how do we know who started it? She's saying this person started, this one saying she started. I said, it's easy to see who started it. Whoever came down the stairs was the aggressor. Because if somebody's standing downstairs talking smack to you and you're upstairs and you don't want any parts of it, you're going to stay your behind upstairs. If you come downstairs, you're confronting them. If the person is at the foot of the stairs and you're talking smack to them and they want no parts of it, they're going to stay downstairs. If they come up those steps, they're the confronter. That's how you can figure it out. It's not hard. Okay? But it is what it is that she fanned out. Exactly my opinion. She saw Cardi B, started trying to record her. Cardi B saw her, got upset, and went off on her. B, why the F are you recording me? Aren't you supposed to be the security guard? She instantly got mad. She has a right to get mad if she wants to. Nobody gets to tell somebody how to feel. Maybe you feel like she overreacted. Okay, maybe she did. But nonetheless, that was her reaction. She said what she said. And when she said, B, why the F are you recording me? Aren't you supposed to be doing security? You think that young lady was nice and said, oh, I'm so sorry, Cardi B. How dare I? Or do you think she started talking slick? Somebody just called her a B and told her to get the F out of her face and asked her, why is she doing this when she's supposed to be doing this? That's how it started. And the size of her, you think Cardi B swung on her while she's pregnant? Yeah, I don't think so. I think it happened just like Cardi B said. That's what I think. That's what I think. Okay, now that's just my opinion. At the end of the day, And then someone said that Cardi B has more to lose, and that's why she should have ignored her. Yeah, just because you have something to lose doesn't mean that you don't get to speak up for yourself. Putting hands on somebody's totally different. I really don't think that Cardi B put hands on her. I think that she cursed her out, got very indignant, like she has been known to do, and the girl got upset and bothered. And then decided to concoct this little scheme to get a whole bag. But let's continue.
Do you see the language?
I see it, yes.
And you wrote that 2 days after the incident?
I don't remember writing this, but if this is what you have.
Your Honor, I would ask that you read the whole sentence for completeness.
I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know that, but to the extent.
Well, that's the portion I intend to read. I mean, he's welcome to read whatever he wants to read.
Well, he's just reading half a sentence. It would be unfair for him.
Budget professional.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me actually include the declaration that came with it. Of ally.
Sorry.
Too much stuff. And we'll talk about the first paragraph.
It does appear to be a narrative, so if you want to read everything in context, that would be great.
Should I read it, or are you asking her to read it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. And just that sentence, Your Honor?
Just read it. Whatever it is, make sure it's just in context.
Okay, thank you. Again, the context is that you state in this that you are a daytime guard on duty at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. Per usual, I was conducting a routine patrol of the building premises, and as part of that patrol, I checked the rooftop, all tenant levels, and parking garages. At approximately 13:30 hours, and just to clarify, that is 1:30, correct?
Yes.
I was finishing a patrol on the 5th floor of the building. In my hand, I had 2 cell phones, the AUS work phone, and I also had my personal cell phone. I held my cell phone to my ear, checking my voicemail because my mother is recovering from cancer and is in chemotherapy, so sometimes I don't get the calls and have to check the voicemails.
Notice how she slid in the sob story about her mother getting chemotherapy and all that. That didn't have anything to do with it, but that was just for sympathy. But let's continue.
You remember that?
I'm reading it with you, yes.
And are you telling me you have no recollection of this 2-page email detailing the event that you've sued over?
I remember writing an incident report and sending it over.
Well, do you recall also that you produced in this case your T-Mobile cell phone records, correct?
Yes.
And if I could, I believe that's something we can display because it is an exhibit.
Can you share, Your Honor, may I ask if they can share the exhibit number, please?
So why don't we, just to move things along, why don't we take our afternoon break now? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take an afternoon break. Since we have a couple things to discuss and I need to give the court reporter some time off. Why don't we
We'll
resume
go to
back?
the receptionist in a second.
In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't culminate things or do any research about the case. We will see you at 10:15.
Let's go to the receptionist. To the receptionist testimony. Now I'm going to use an overlay on this one because this is from court. This is from Law and Crime. Okay, this is the receptionist who got between them.
No one landed, or I was, I didn't even realize, I guess, be this, be that. I don't know if I can curse, but.
So we've heard just about everything so far. So
It's been one of those trials.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I immediately walked over there and got in between them and was like, whoa, what's, my thing was I'm at work. So the first thing that really came out of my mouth is to Miss Ellis, just as far as, what are you doing? You're at work, go back to your post. And then I don't know how long it was, but I couldn't get her. I just wanted everything to go away. I just was trying to calm everything down, take Cardi B into the office, and and I was trying to go. It was my sister's baby shower. So I was, I was trying to get out of there. But I mean, that wasn't on my mind then, but just to calm the situation down and get her into the office.
How did Ms. Ellis respond?
I don't even know if she heard what I asked, because it was just more of just being upset. And no, I'm not going to do that. And just, them still exchanging words even with me in between.
So she was even hostile with the receptionist who was trying to break it up. And that is the so-called victim. Okay, Imani. Now, one box says, Cardi B is something else. Her energy is wild and sometimes hilarious. But I think that woman is weaseling for rent money. Cardi ain't insane. Yeah, I agree. And thank you for being a member for 10 months, beloved. I absolutely agree. I think that the woman is just lying, just trying to come up on a bag.
Was Ms. Ellis yelling at Cardi B?
I mean, it was pretty loud for me to hear. It was still the same volume from when I can hear them while I was in the office down the hall. So I would say so.
Was Ms. Ellis cursing at Cardi B?
There was definitely curse words, yes, on her end.
When you were there, did Ms. Ellis attempt to strike Cardi B?
There was hands going while I was in the middle. I know no one landed, or I was, I didn't even realize, I guess because my adrenaline, that I had a mark on my forehead. So besides me getting a scratch, nobody, as far as them to hit each other.
Who scratched you?
Based off of, like I said, I didn't know that I even got scratched until I went into the office, and the nurse was like, Tiara, your forehead. But I can only assume Cardi B was behind me, because that was my main concern.
Objection, calls for speculation.
So Cardi B was behind you, and you were facing who?
I was facing Miss Ellis.
And you got hit on your forehead and didn't even realize it at that point.
Yeah, blood.
Just let him finish the question.
Oh, sorry.
And so you got hit, you were facing Miss Ellis, and she was swinging away?
I can say there was definitely, when people talk and like this type of action going on.
Right.
Yeah.
And you were hit on your forehead, which was facing Miss Ellis, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What happened next?
After, just going back and forth, Dr. Finke came out. Once he came out, I believe after that, I don't even really remember what was said, but I know I continued to take Cardi B into the office, to her exam room, and then I went back to the front.
Okay. Did you witness Dr. Finke try to get Miss Ellis to leave the hallway?
Yes, that's what kind of, since he came out and he was talking to her, that's what kind of distracted or, gave us the opportunity to just go into the office.
Okay. And do you recall anything that he said to her?
I think he was on the same temperature as me. Just, you're at work. Why are you up here? Go back, downstairs. And what are you doing? Type of energy.
Okay. And so you turned around and escorted Cardi B into the doctor's office?
Yes, I followed behind her to go to the exam room.
Nandy said, we hope this ain't a stunt to hopefully sell Cardi B's new music. Absolutely not. This has been going on since 2018. Okay. This happened all the way back in 2018. This is not a publicity stunt, beloved. And it would really be crazy to have a whole court case for a publicity stunt. I know times are hard, but that ain't it.
When you were face to face with Miss Ellis, I take it you could see her face?
Yes.
Did you see any scratches on her face?
No.
Did you see any cuts on her face?
No.
Did you see any blood on her face?
No.
Did you see any injury at all on her face?
No.
Did you see any spit or spittle on her face?
No.
Did anyone spit in that encounter?
Objection calls for speculation.
While you were there, man.
While I was there, no.
Did you hear Miss Ellis yell at Cardi B, and excuse my language, I will fuck your shit up?
Something, something along those words.
At any point in time in that confrontation, did Cardi B hit Miss Ellis?
No.
At any point in that confrontation, did Cardi B cut Miss Ellis with Cardi's fingernails
Objection calls for speculation.
while you were there?
Over.
No.
Did you hear Cardi B use the N-word, excuse me, I apologize. Yeah, no, did you hear Cardi B use the N-word? You know what I mean by the N-word?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's another thing. She said Cardi B called her the N-word. And then they supposedly asked Cardi B if she was black.
After this encounter and Cardi B had gotten into the doctor's office, at any point after that, did you talk to the building management about what had happened?
Yes. That was a Saturday. So Monday, my supervisor and Dr. Finke wanted to make a report since there was an incident and, the importance of making sure our patients, their privacy isn't compromised. So yeah, they asked me to go downstairs with them or with my supervisor and make a report.
After this incident, did Plantiff call you? Miss Ellis call you?
It was, yes, it was a call transferred to my line. It was her on the other end of the call.
How long after the incident? How long after February 24 of 2018?
Maybe, I can't recall exactly, but at least within, 3 months. It wasn't right after, but it wasn't too long after.
Can you tell us what the sum and substance of that conversation was?
Just kind of upset about what happened. She got fired. She couldn't believe that happened and wanted, I guess, to see if I can assist in any way since I was there. I pretty much replied as respectful as I could and just said, this is my place of work and I really can't have anything to do with this.
And was there any other thoughts that you had when she told you, did she tell you she was planning on suing Cardi B?
I don't remember word for word, but based off of our conversation, I assumed that was probably going to be one of her steps. But in my mind, I just was kind of shocked that she was calling based off of what took place. I figured, she was at fault, so that was surprising that she would call me.
Okay. Thank you. Those are all the questions I have for you.
All right.
Okay, so Nandy says, gosh, you'd think being pregnant, she'd really want her bodyguards, at least one of them with her in public. Strange, outside alone with child, and you're a millionaire. Well, the bodyguard was there with her. He was downstairs She said she didn't want him going up with her when she was getting private parts checked and all of that. Also, keep in mind that this was on a Saturday when the office is normally closed and everyone had already been taken out of the building. There were a few people who had obviously had appointments that same day, but they were gone and the office was closed. So there was not supposed to be anyone in there other than Cardi B, the doctor, and a couple of staff. So that would be why she felt, comfortable leaving the bodyguard downstairs. Because there was not supposed to really be any type of people in there other than employees, which is why I'm sure that she was shocked and appalled when the guard was trying to record her, allegedly. Okay, so now with that all being said, I'm going to go to this next clip where the lawyer for the plaintiff, in his desperation and last-ditch effort to try to save the day and win the bag, he goes in on the witness, the surprise witness, which is the receptionist. Okay, so he's going to cross-examine her. So let's get into it. I don't need the overlay for this one because this isn't law and crime.
Ms. Tiara Malcolm, when Miss Imani Ellis called you several months later and asked you to help her, what is the reason that you chose not to do so?
Well, main reason, I didn't feel like she was in the right. I felt like based off of her position, working at the office, everything was handled unprofessionally, and going back and forth. No, she didn't work at our office, but clearly Cardi B was a patient going, she had a purpose at that building where she worked at. So I didn't feel, I don't know what I would help her with. I don't think if I told my truth, it would help her. So.
Were you aware that Miss Ellis was a security guard at your building?
Yes.
Do you understand that the security guard is supposed to go from floor to floor to make sure everything is safe? Are you aware of that?
I don't know the rules.
I'm sorry, what was your question? Oh, relevance. Assisting.
Had you ever seen Miss Ellis on other days aside from the date of the incident? And I will represent to you the date of the incident for purposes of all my questions will be February 24th of 2018.
That lady was acting like a whole stand, I'll bet you. Okay. Cookie says, Queen, the bodyguard didn't have to go in the room. Perhaps he could have stood outside the door. Well, that's true. And I'm sure Cardi B probably wishes he had. At this point, she wouldn't be having this whole issue likely. Okay. Powerful Praise Song says, I appreciate you allowing the chat to have their own opinion and have a voice, because that would be the point of the chats. Absolutely. We welcome contrary views and opinions on this channel. Okay, so with that all being said, let's get back into it. Mel said, I know the bodyguard is tight. She's getting caught up in lies.
I believe that was the first day I seen her there.
Okay. When you saw her, when you got to work, did you see her anywhere in the building?
No.
What time did you get to work?
On a Saturday, maybe around 8.
8 a.m.? Okay. And had you ever spoken to Miss Ellis before the date of the incident?
No.
Is there any reason why, when you would go to work at the 8920 building, Wilshire Boulevard building, for how long had you been working there before the date of the incident?
For about
Overall,
for about 7 years, just about.
And during those 7 years, did you see other security guards in the building?
Actually, relevance. Assisting.
And when Miss Ellis's attorneys asked you to cooperate and sign a declaration, did you do that?
This is a civil trial, This is a civil trial, D Major. And Cardi's being sued for $24 million, beloved.
Form.
Not a form. Did you ever sign a declaration under penalty of perjury on August 26, 2025, which would be yesterday?
A declaration. Sorry, I'm not.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Sure. Relevant, Your Honor?
Okay. Did you give permission to the other side to sign a declaration under penalty of perjury in this case?
Okay.
Your Honor?
Have you ever signed any document related to this incident?
Objection, Your Honor.
He's trying to imply that she may have been paid or offered some sort of compensation or reward for her testimony. Okay, that's what it sounds like. Vince I am said contrary views and opinions are welcomed in the Queendom chat, so long as they're respectful. Pay attention. Absolutely, beloved.
Did you make any type of formal complaint to the building about this incident?
When my supervisor wanted to make a complaint, since I was there, yeah, that's when I went downstairs with my supervisor.
And who did you make a complaint to?
Douglas Emmett, the property management manager that managed the building.
Okay, and what was your complaint? What did you say?
They just wanted me to tell them what happened and the concern of the privacy of our patients.
Are you a Cardi B fan?
I know her music. I guess I listen to her music. I listen to hip hop.
Okay, and you like her music, right?
Objection, relevance.
Yes.
Yeah, she's talented.
All right. Have you ever gone to any of her concerts?
No.
Have you ever? Well, I withdraw that. Okay. And for purposes of the visit on Saturday, the doctor's office decided to close to give her a special appearance to see the doctor, correct?
Objection. Recommends it.
I withdraw the question. When Cardi B came to the office, the purpose of her coming to your office was to see Dr. Finke for medical care, correct?
Yes.
When you went outside into the hallway, the confrontation that you testified about was already occurring before you got there, correct?
Yes, that's what made me go outside.
All right. Do you
Yeah, because she heard the raised voices. Mel says, what does liking her music have to do with this case? He's trying to establish that possibly the young lady is a stan. That maybe because she's a fan of Cardi B's music and whatnot, that she's in there lying, trying to speak favorably for Cardi B and against the other person, the plaintiff. That's why, beloved.
you know for about how long this confrontation was going on before you made your way outside?
I was sitting there waiting, so as soon as I heard the noise, it wasn't that seconds after was when I heard it, so I don't think it was going on that long.
Okay. Did Cardi B, while you were there, in any way touch Miss Ellis?
No.
Did Miss Ellis in any way touch Cardi B while you were there?
No.
When you got there, were they chest to chest? Were they touching chest to chest?
I couldn't really see Cardi B because she was kind of cornered with her back against the wall. I really just saw Miss Ellis in front of her.
Okay, there you go right there. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Cardi B's back was against the wall. She was cornered. Miss Ellis was in front of her. Cardi had nowhere to go. That woman was the aggressor. That means that she followed her, that she was in pursuit of her, walking quickly on her heels, likely behind her, talking slick. She has no case. All right, she has no case. She has no leg to stand on. This woman was clearly the aggressor. I could tell that from the beginning. Okay, I could tell that. Why did you follow her from the elevator? I told y'all. Now she wants to play the victim. Lady, sit down somewhere. Cardi B didn't touch you. Okay, now if Cardi B hadn't been pregnant, she might have given her a free 2-piece with a biscuit. But I believe that because she was pregnant, she did not engage with her. Okay, she just talked her trash like she's known for doing. That's my opinion.
And that's what made me rush and get in between them.
Okay. And when you say you saw her back against the wall, how are you able to see her back from where you were standing?
Objection, mischaracterization.
Were you assuming that, I withdraw the question, were you assuming that Cardi B's back was up against the wall when you saw that?
No, I'm not assuming. I could see it because I literally looked down the hall when I opened the door.
Baby, if you have my back against the wall, baby, blows will be thrown. Okay, hands will be laid. All right? And 2 pieces will be served. But let's continue.
And was Cardi B's back actually touching the wall or was close to the wall?
I don't know if it was touching her. It was close. So I didn't.
And you know that this incident happened 7.5 years ago, correct?
Yes,
And
that's why I don't
you
remember if her back was touching or
Right.
inches away, but I know it was very close to the wall.
And it was a very long time ago. So how did you remember all these details? Did you write them down somewhere? Did you record it, or is this just off of memory from 7.5 years ago?
Now, wait a minute. Now, are y'all hearing this? Now, he's sitting here trying to challenge her memory and her recollection from 7 years ago. So how did you remember all this? Did you write it down? Did you record it? Well, sir, I remembered it the same way that your client, you know, the one that's suing Cardi B, I remembered it the same way she remembered exactly what happened, sir. Anything else? It's okay. He sounds ridiculous. Now, if he wants to make that argument that it's been 7.5 years ago and oh, your memory should be a little foggy, maybe I thought I'd need to jog it a little bit. Well, why didn't he say that about his own client or anyone else? He is clearly grasping at straws. This man is desperate. I told you all, in a last-ditch effort to try to salvage, okay, this circus of a case. Now he's just grasping at all the straws. Please pay attention. This man is a terrible lawyer. Somebody in the chat said they're pretty sure that Imani is going to be his last client.
I just remember there's certain things I remember when I was 4. I just remember because it was a confrontation and I was sitting there ready to go because I had to drive all the way to Tarzana. And it was a story that I had to my sister coming back, like, you can't believe why I was late type of story.
Right.
So.
And your purpose of coming here is to help Cardi B or help Miss Ellis?
My purpose of coming here is to tell the truth, okay, as I was asked to be here to do, sir. All right, honey, I'll be throwing one-liners at him. He needs to sit down.
My purpose is to tell the truth.
Of course.
That's my purpose.
And when Miss Ellis or her attorney tried to reach out to you, you refused to speak with them, correct? But when Cardi B's attorneys spoke to you and reached out to you, you talked to them immediately and you signed a declaration for them on the spot, correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
When you were there and you got in between the two of them, I want you to think of it like a hamburger bun. You're the hamburger and the two of them are the buns. How did you get in between them?
This is the dumbest analogy. Did you all hear this? He said, I want you to think about it like it's a hamburger and a bun. The two of them are the buns and you're the hamburger. How'd you get in between? This man is a whole fool. Do you all hear these arguments he's making? Yes, it's a very weak case. He sounds ridiculous.
Did you physically push them apart? Did they magically back up from one another? How did you get in between them? How?
Just like you said, it was 7 years ago. So I'm walking upset because of what I'm seeing.
Right.
And that's just how I am when I see, I mean, it's not like I see it all the time, but seeing what was going on, I just immediately, that's just what I did. I didn't really think about, I didn't really have a plan. That's just what I did to try to calm it down.
Okay, and Miss Ellis, who's sitting to my left, You heard her cursing at Cardi B on the date of the incident?
Yes.
You actually heard profanity?
I actually heard profanity.
Many different ones.
Yes.
How do you know it wasn't Cardi B that was using the profanity?
They have two different voices.
Okay. Was Cardi B using any profanities on the date of the incident?
Yeah, she was upset.
Did she use profanity?
Profanity, yes.
F word,
curse words.
bitch, F you, all that, correct?
Yes.
And you don't really know what happened before you got there, correct? You have no way of knowing.
I wasn't there before I got there.
So if there was any physical contact, whether it was spitting, scratching or cutting someone's face, you wouldn't know that because you weren't there during that time period before you got there, correct? Do you understand my question? Let me withdraw it. In the, let's just call it the 40 to 50 seconds while there was a confrontation, I'll give you that estimated time. During the 40 to 50 minutes of seconds when they had their confrontation, you would have no way of knowing what happened during that duration of time because you weren't there. Is that fair?
Yeah, I wasn't there. I only heard.
No, anything could have happened, right?
Objection, motion, speculation.
Correct?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Imani Ellis could have hit Cardi B.
She wasn't there.
Okay, I withdraw it.
Yeah, he's doing a whole lot of speculating. Sir, just get to the point. Okay, you know you lost. You don't have a leg to stand on. There's no proof. There's she said, she said. There is no video footage of the incident, supposedly. There's no pictures of the bruises, scars, scratch, or whatever she's alleging. And the darn sure isn't anything to substantiate her suing for $24 million. Okay, again, I must say.
When you saw Cardi B that day, you spent time with her, right? In your medical office, correct?
Not a lot of time, but I spent the time from taking her to her exam room, making sure she was okay. And once the last patient was checked in, I was out of there.
Okay.
He's trying to go in on this poor lady because he doesn't know what else to do. Vince I am says, did that lawyer get his qualifications at Trump University, Hogwarts, or Narnia? I have several questions.
And how long did you spend with her?
Not that long, maybe a minute, if that.
When the patient went
when we went into just to make sure you're saying,
No.
when we went into the office, how long did I spend with her? Yeah, maybe
15 minutes, half an hour?
No. I was still ready to go. Maybe a minute.
Did you notice that she was wearing, do you notice that she had fingernails? Did you look at her fingernails?
I don't remember that.
Did you notice that Cardi B had long fingernails on the date of the incident?
Objection is characterized as evidence and argumentative.
Did you see the size of Cardi B's fingernails on the date of the incident?
I don't remember her having or seeing her nails.
And have you ever seen her before? Does she wear long fingernails?
I don't know what she wears.
On the date of the incident, would you agree that because you did not look at her fingernails, you have no idea as to how long the fingernails were on the date of the incident? Is that true?
False for speculation, nice notation.
Sir, damn, she doesn't know how long her nails were.
When you said that you saw...
You know what the gag of it all is? He's sitting there worried about Cardi B's length of her nails because the alleged victim is claiming that she was scratched in her face and touched on her nose. Now, acrylic nails don't scratch. And then they asked Cardi B about the rhinestones that she had on her nails as decorations. And she said they were flat rhinestones and that the flat rhinestones don't tend to scratch, but the 3D rhinestones do. And she said on that day, there's numerous of pictures that she was in fact wearing flat rhinestones. So it's safe to assume that Cardi B didn't even scratch this woman in her face. Now, the woman, on the other hand, obviously and apparently, according to testimony given, scratched the receptionist on the face because the receptionist said that her boss said to her, "Oh, your forehead." And when this happened, she said that, or prior to noticing the scratch, she said that Cardi B was behind her and that Imani was in front of her. So apparently Imani's the one who scratched her. And nobody scratched Imani because Cardi was wearing fake nails. Okay? And so with that all being said, the security guard probably had on her own nails. All right. So just this lawyer is clearly desperate, and it's given every bit of the desperation that he's feeling at this point. But let's continue. We're almost done.
Arms flying. You also testified a moment ago that you weren't sure whose arms were flying, correct?
Ms. Petros, testimony.
I believe I stated I was facing Miss Ellis. So Cardi B was behind me.
Right.
So I could only see the arms that were flying in front of me. I can't recall. She was behind me. So right. I think I would have felt something behind me.
Okay. So if Cardi B had taken a swing, you would not be able to see that.
Most likely I would. Oh, sorry.
See, I'm not talking about feeling. Would you agree that because Cardi B was behind you, if she took a swing without touching your body, you would not be able to see that? True?
This characterizes the testimony and is also speculation.
Over.
She would have been able to see it from her peripheral. What is he talking about? If somebody's behind you and they swing over you to hit somebody that's in front of you, how could you not see it? You can see it from your side vision, okay, from your peripheral. So at the end of the day, he sounds crazy yet again, but let's continue.
I didn't see her hands flying on the side of me.
I understand that. But again, I would like to know the answer to this question.
What was your question? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Of course. So the question is, because you were facing Imani Ellis, you have no idea what Cardi B was doing at that moment, right?
Objection.
So if Cardi B was...
She was pretty much like the back of this chair. That's how close she was to me.
I understand.
So I didn't feel anything or see any hands come from behind me.
Understood. But if Cardi B took a swing, because you were not facing her and you were focusing on Ahmadiyyah Ellis, and you don't have eyes in the
No,
back
I
of your
didn't see
head,
her hand.
you would not be able to know what she was doing.
Right.
So if she took a swing, you wouldn't be able to know. Fair?
Okay, yeah. Let me see.
I wouldn't have said yeah, because that's not necessarily true. First of all, if she took a swing, she would have felt something. And so she would have known she was moving, but he didn't want her to say what she would have felt, only what she saw. Well, you would definitely have seen something if she swung in front of you. Okay, because like she said, the girl was standing in front of her. So had Cardi swung at the girl, she would have had to swing within her view. So I would have said, if she had swung, sir, or from the way we were all positioned, I'm pretty sure I would have seen something. Okay, please sit down somewhere. All right, let me just tell you, this man is clearly desperate, and he's asking dumb questions to me. That's all I'm saying.
As far as what would you characterize the injury to your forehead?
A cut. It was just bleeding a little bit.
It was bleeding?
Yes.
Okay. How did that cut get there? I withdraw the question. Did that scratch or cut or anything get there at the time of this incident?
Yes, it definitely wasn't there before I went outside.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into this. There's only 3 options, and you could add more if you want, but I'm going to give you 3. The cut came from you, the cut came from Ellis, or the cut came from Cardi B. Or make up your own. Where did the cut come from? And if you don't know, you can say, I don't know. Do you know?
It definitely didn't come from me.
Okay, so that's out. You got 2 more.
And
Ellis and Cardi B. Or
Cardi
your own.
was behind me. So the only assumption that I had was it was from Miss Ellis because she was facing me.
Okay, but did you ever see Miss Ellis take her fingers or her hand or any other object and cause damage to your head? Did you ever see that?
I see hands trying to reach over me, so like I said, the adrenaline and everything was going so fast. But
I would have said her hands were all up in my face because she was trying to reach over me. That's probably when she scratched me. That's what I would have said.
being that she was in front of me and hands were going like this, that's the only realistic assumption I can have, is that that's why I got cut.
Oh, but you're assuming, correct?
Objection.
That's all she can do.
You're asking her to assume, counsel.
Are you assuming?
Y'all see how this fool is making no sense? He's asking her, so you're assuming. That's all she can do, fool. That's all she can do. And that's what you asked her to do. Okay? To come up with a scenario. Is he serious right about now? Lord, I could never.
Objection.
Yeah, why don't we move on?
How do you know that Cardi B's fingernail didn't cut your forehead?
Objection, Your Honor. Asked and answered.
Assisting.
How would Cardi B's nails
She
get
was
to the front of her?
behind me.
You don't need to answer.
Oh,
First of all, how the hell would Cardi B's nails get to the center of her forehead from behind her without her seeing it? You can't make this stuff up. The jokes write themselves. Is he serious?
sorry.
Did Dr. Finke see the cut to your forehead?
I believe so. His nurse is the one who pointed it out.
Did you receive any medical treatment for that cut?
No, I just put some alcohol, alcohol
All right. So
swab.
you agree that something physical happened when the three of you were there because you got cut to your face. Is that fair? Something physical happened.
Sir, please. Oh my God. This is painful.
If I got cut, I guess so. I don't.
Okay. So would you agree that there was?
Chief said he thought that was the nail in the coffin. That was a good one, beloved, and definitely on point.
It was a physical fight.
No.
So you just got cut from the air?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
I am Peru.
Did Miss Imani Ellis have any fingernails?
I don't remember if she had fingernails.
Was Imani Ellis angry at the time of the incident?
Yes.
Was Cardi B angry at the time of the incident?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
And
Ugh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. MD 5050 says, Black women defending Cardi is the funny part. Y'all are the joke. She doesn't like y'all and only attack and rant Black women. The witness is lying for her. Okay, thank you. Anything else? Nobody's defending Cardi B. We're enjoying the show because that's all it is. And at the end of the day, you don't know if the witness is lying or not. Okay? Are you inside her brain? It's interesting how some people who think they know everything but never know anything always think they can figure out what somebody else is thinking or why somebody did what. Did the witness or her attorney tell you that she's lying for Cardi B, or is that just what you assume? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, shall we continue? If you don't like what the queen is cooking, you can always leave. Nobody sent for you, specifically not me, okay? And at the end of the day, I don't really give a damn who Cardi B likes, okay? I'm enjoying the show, as I said, and the truth is being presented. And so there's that. You see, the truth doesn't go by who you like or who you don't like. The truth should just go by the facts and the receipts, period. So if I don't like Cardi B, I'm supposed to sit here and go along with lies that are being told, obviously. Is that how stupid you are? Is that what you do? Because I don't. But let's continue.
Back to the hamburger question. Did you at any point use your hands to separate the two of them, Imani Ellis and Cardi B?
No.
So did you just squeeze yourself in? How did you get in there?
Ask and answer, Joe.
When you had the conversation with Miss Ellis on the phone, did you actually speak with her?
Yes.
You
On the
didn't?
phone. Yes.
Yeah. And let me ask you, when you were on the telephone, did she tell you anything, Miss Ellis, when she was talking to you that day?
From what I can remember, just being upset about what happened, her not.
MD says she's not telling the truth. That's the fact. Well, beloved, you know, that's your opinion and you're entitled to it. There's some of us who think she absolutely is telling the truth. Okay?
No longer being employed there, and I don't remember the word for word.
Okay. So she, Miss Ellis was basically asking you to assist her in some way to be her witness, correct? That was the purpose of the call?
Objection, false speculation, purpose.
Did Miss Ellis's attorney contact you?
I don't remember that.
Did Miss Ellis ever come inside your office at any time between the date of the incident and today?
Objection, relevant.
Sustained.
I just figured it out, you guys. MD wants us to be like Donald Trump. Because isn't that what Donald Trump does? If he doesn't like a person, he'll lie on them and get other people to lie on them. The truth doesn't matter. Whatever good they've done or the truthful things that they've said or whatever, that doesn't matter as long as he doesn't like them. So that's how he behaves. We don't behave like that on this channel. Whether we like somebody or not, we're always going to stand for the truth, period.
Do you know if Miss Ellis spoke with Dr. Finke at any point?
Objection, relevant.
Sustained.
As far as your background, do you have any professional degrees?
I got my AA at West LA College. I'm a real estate agent. That's about it.
That's good. Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
No.
And aside from Dr. Finke's office, were you working?
Oh, God. Let me say this one more time. MD says that she's sticking with Black women, and now she says she has attacked several Black women. That's the truth. Ignore it all you want. Who's ignoring anything, beloved? Just because I don't agree with you, why are you so bothered that I don't agree with you? I'm not bothered that you're on my channel in my chat and you're going back and forth and you don't agree with me. So why do you care what the queen thinks? You're entitled to your own views and opinion, as am I and everyone else on here, beloved. Now, if you think that Cardi B doesn't like Black women and that's the reason for you to go in on her and automatically go along with what the accuser is saying, that's fine. Okay, the accuser has been proven to be a liar. She said one thing in the deposition, she said another thing when she was on the stand, and she said something else when she sent an email to her own boss. She's told several different stories. The math isn't mapping. The receptionist says other things differently than what she says also. The receptionist testimony goes along with what Cardi said. And by the fact that the accuser even told the security company that she was working for that she apologizes for leaving them open to liability. That means that she did something that they could have been held liable for. So she's already admitted fault. Now, these few segments I'm showing are not, I repeat, are not the entirety of this case. Because I don't have time to sit up here and show the entirety of the case. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is, in my opinion, and a few other people at least, we think the lady is lying. Okay? You said, why are you so bothered by different opinions? LOL. I don't have to agree with you in the chat. You're the mad one. I'm sticking to what I believe, and you can stick with yours. Cardi is lying. As I said, nobody's mad, beloved. And if I were really mad, I I would just put you out of my chat and ban you. See, that's how you know I'm not mad. I'm actually entertained that you think you can go toe to toe with me when you can't. Because what you're saying is based off of your emotions. The fact that you dislike Cardi. What I'm saying is based off of logic, okay? And what's been shown in court and testified to. You see, that's what critical thinkers do. Doesn't matter if I like somebody or not. That's all irrelevant. Just like with the Diddy trial. That didn't matter. Whether or not we like Diddy, the only thing that should have mattered were the facts and the evidence and testimony. Okay? Nobody's mad. Like I said, if I were mad, I don't have to be, because I can just kick you out of my chat and off my channel. So there's no anger here. I don't even think I sound angry. I haven't gone in on you, called you out of your name, and I'm known for doing that if somebody gets disrespectful, which you're tinkering on the border of. And of course, you said you don't have to agree with me in the chat or to be in the chat. Well, of course you don't. That's by my choice. That's because I decide that you and anyone else doesn't have to agree with me to be in my chat. Because if I wanted to, I could be hella petty like some content creators and ban anyone from my chat who disagrees with me. Did you know there's some people on YouTube who do that? They're such narcissists that if you say something that doesn't fall in line with what they're saying, they'll literally ban you. Or if you try to correct them. So if you have a problem with me, you definitely might not want to go on one of those channels. That's all I'm saying. But let's continue, because this is all so juicy.
Other places during that time period, or was that your main job?
That was my main job.
And at this time, you no longer work there, right?
No.
And on the date of the incident, because Cardi B was your patient, you felt that it was necessary to go outside to bring her inside to help her get inside for the medical appointment, correct?
Objection relevant, ask an answer.
MD said, I love a debate. I do too. But unfortunately, that wasn't a debate. I just stated all the facts.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
All right, you're right.
No, you're not.
All right, any questions from the jury? Oh, you have one? Okay, please.
Oh, beloved.
All right, I think these questions are appropriate. Ma'am, when you did you actually close your office to maintain privacy for Cardi B?
Yes.
And when you do that, was it your custom and practice to also notify the building security?
I honestly don't know if that was done or not.
Did you normally do that, or were you?
That wasn't my task. No.
Okay. Do you recall the N-word coming out of Cardi B's mouth?
No.
Can you describe Cardi B's emotional state during and after the incident?
Upset, emotional, worried about the reason why she was there. I don't know if I'm sure.
You don't know the details?
No.
Why is the judge asking questions all of a sudden? Did I miss something? Because I've been multitasking. Now, why is the judge asking the questions?
I don't know.
Oh, in terms of the medical issues, I mean,
Yeah.
testimonies that she was there for a pregnancy checkup.
Yeah, so just concerned about that and being upset
Okay.
about her privacy.
Did you notice whether Miss Ellis had a phone or a camera during this?
Oh, okay.
She had a
Okay,
phone
thank
in her hand.
She did have a phone in her
Okay.
hand?
Yes.
All right. Those are the questions that I think are appropriate. Any follow-up from defense?
Oh, no, Your Honor.
All right. For claimant?
Yes, just one follow-up, Your Honor. The day when when you decided to close your office to have a medical appointment, that was a Saturday. Is your medical office usually open on Saturday?
Yes.
And you usually close around 1:30 or 2 or 3 or you go all day?
No, it's half the day. So usually, from what I can remember, the last patient was around noon or 11:45 noon, somewhere around there.
Isn't it true that Cardi B was the last patient of the day?
Yeah, she was the last patient. So we finished our morning and we made sure she was the last one.
You work
right there.
I'm sorry. Do you work on Sundays as well?
No.
In the half a day on Saturdays when you're there, were you in charge of closing the office?
Your Honor, this is outside the scope of the questions.
Sustained.
No further questions.
All right. Can this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you for coming down.
Subject to recall.
Did you subpoena her?
No.
Then I don't think it's subject to recall. All right. All right. Do we want to resume the direct of Ms. Cardi B?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, that's the end of that segment. Okay, so you all heard a majority of it. At the end of the day, once in the chat, put a 1 in the chat, beloveds, if you think that the accuser is lying. If you think that the accuser is lying, 1's in the chat, 2's in the chat if you believe the accuser. If you believe the accuser. 1's if you think the accuser is lying, 2's if you believe the accuser. Okay, so the consensus is that the accuser is lying. I absolutely believe that she's lying. Listen, MD asked in the chat, why would she just come up to Cardi B and attack her out of nowhere? What did Cardi do? MD, the fact that you recently asked that question just a few minutes ago, beloved, leads me to see that you obviously haven't been following the trial and didn't even see the beginning of this broadcast. That question was already answered. The reason she attacked Cardi B, in my opinion, is because it has been testified to that she and Cardi were in the elevator. Cardi was exiting the elevator and saw the woman supposedly filming her, turned around and said, B, why the F are you filming me? Aren't you supposed to be doing security? Or why the F are you filming me? Aren't you supposed to be doing security? But she used a myriad of curse words. And she got very nasty with her because she was angry that she felt the woman was recording her. That's what started it. Okay? That's what started it. Now, although Cardi B said what she said and it was rude, that doesn't give the woman the right to put pause on her if, in fact, she did. But that's what it sounds like started off the whole thing. Okay? So that's what happened. And as I said, I too would have been concerned and upset if somebody's recording me. Okay? Even though we're in a public place and you can record me, you're at work. So I would have felt that I have a right to check you because you're at work. You're supposed to be acting and conducting yourself in a professional capacity. And if you're recording people that are coming here as patients, then you're not. MD says, I have been following, but it still doesn't make sense. Well, it makes sense to me. Walk up in my face, record me if you want to, and I don't care who it is, and they're going to get cursed out. Period. Okay, I'm going to take it straight to the streets and right back around to the ghetto. I'm going to take it to the hood. That's where I'm going to take it. All right? So that's how that works. MD said, why would you just attack her? Because the girl is ghetto. Can't you tell? She's ghetto. Cardi B cursed her out, got up in her face. She was up in Cardi B's face, and she got ghetto. That's how that goes. Sometimes we as black people can get ghetto. Sometimes white people can get ghetto. Anybody can get ghetto. So you said, why would she attack her? Well, she doesn't look like somebody who would attack somebody for getting up in her face, calling them B's and F you and this and that, and why the F is you, this and that. She doesn't look like, does she look like she would just stand there and be like, while somebody's cursing her out? Or does she look like the kind of person, if somebody's cursing her out, she's going to be like, or does she look like that? Because it's given that to me. It's given that she would get upset and start going off. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Said, oh, the black woman is ghetto. Got you. No, I just said anybody can get ghetto. Were you listening? I said white people can get ghetto. Anybody can get ghetto. Not, oh, the black woman is ghetto. Got you. That's not what I said, okay? That's not what I said. Let's not try to paint narratives. But black people can get ghetto. Anybody can, including you. You said, no, she doesn't. Sounds very much like stereotyping. Well, people getting ghetto is not a stereotype. Okay? That's not a stereotype. Anybody can get ghetto, like I said. Okay? I see white people getting ghetto all the time. We call them Karens. All right? We call them Karens. They be out there starting stuff, getting all feisty, all up in people's faces. They acting ghetto. Okay? Same thing. Now, you're the one who specified that black women get ghetto, because I never said that. I said anybody can get ghetto. I literally said that. Okay? So you're the one making a stereotype for black women. All right? That's all I'm saying. So anyway, I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth. I said what I said, period. Now, you know darn well the accuser does not look like the type who would stand there and just be all nice and calm as somebody's cursing her out and talking trash and all up in her grill. You know that. That's why she had Cardi B's little behind backed up into a corner, according to the receptionist. She had her backed up into a corner because she wasn't with it. Okay? She wasn't with it. MD says, I'm sure that she hit the woman like she has hit several black women. Why do you have to keep prefacing that she hit several black women? We know what color they were. We know what color they were, and she may have. But just because she hit other black women doesn't mean that she did it in this case. In this case, the evidence is showing that she's innocent. Okay? That's what the evidence is showing. She has hit black women for less. Ha! Maybe she has. But again, in this case, she was pregnant. I don't know if you ever thought about this, beloved, but some women actually don't want to get into physical altercations when they're pregnant, when they're with child, especially with someone who's twice their size, because they know that it may not fare too well. Okay, now when they're not pregnant, they might just rumble with the best of them. But when they're pregnant, they might just have the presence of mind to say, you know what? I'm not going to get into this. I'm just going to walk away. I'm just going to stand here and talk my talk. I'm not going to put hands on them because I don't want to get into a rumble while I'm pregnant. So, that's what Cardi B says. So maybe that's how it actually went. Nonetheless, like I said, beloved, you're entitled to your opinion. Okay, you said because she hasn't attacked any other women. You talking about the security officer? You don't know what she's done. She may not have attacked any other women at that building, but you don't know what she's done in the entirety of her career. That's for number one. And for number two, even if she never attacked any other women, that doesn't mean anything. What does that even mean? You see, a killer may not have ever killed anybody until they do. That's what makes them a killer. But if you want to sit there and make an argument, say, well, they never killed anybody before, what does that even matter? Who cares? They just killed somebody. So that security guard, the fact that you're saying she never attacked anybody before, even if she never did, that doesn't mean she didn't do anything here. And we already see that the receptionist and the receptionist boss said that she had a cut and was bleeding on her forehead. And she believes that that's who did it. So there's that. Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to sit here and create scenarios. I'm going to go by the facts presented because that's what intelligent people do. Okay? That's what intelligent people do. You said Cardi B hasn't attacked any other race of women. Well, that's likely because no other race of women are likely around her for her to get into those type of altercations. I mean, you know, crimes are about proximity. Okay, Cardi B hangs around mostly black people. So if she gets into an altercation, it's usually going to be a black person. Same thing with me. I hang around mostly black people. If I get into an altercation, it's likely going to be a black person. And same thing with everybody else in this chat. The people that you hang around the most, that are close in proximity to you, are the people that you'll likely have an altercation with. And if you get killed, it'll likely be by one of those people. Not all the time. Sometimes it's by strangers. But usually, when somebody's killed, it's usually by somebody that they know, okay, to some capacity. That's why the police, during investigations, they talk to the family, the friends, the co-workers, people who knew them. Okay, they don't just go up to strangers on the street and say, hey, do you know Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur? Have you ever heard of her? She's on YouTube. Yeah, somebody took her out. You know anything about who could have done it? That's not what they do, okay? So with that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed the show. Everyone, please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. I might be back later on today, okay, with a second dose of your daily vitamins. All right, so until then, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Okay, so I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.
Sold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. That's See right. A bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got